There have been a ton of videos floating around about Noli, from supposed release dates to wild speculations. Honestly, a lot of them are just straight up clickbait. So in today's video, I'm going to break it all down. I've gathered everything we actually know about Noli so far and packed it all into one place for you. I've also added timestamps throughout the video, so if you're only interested in certain parts or specific info about Noli, you can jump right to it. And hey, don't forget to subscribe if you want more content on Forsaken and everything around it. Let's get right into it. Let's start with the biggest question. When is he releasing? To put it simply, no one knows for sure just yet. What we do know is that the next major Forsaken update will be the Noli update. Based on past updates, Forsaken updates usually drop around weekends, so it's safe to expect a release on a Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday. Unfortunately, there are no release dates at the moment. However, the developers have confirmed that they will be announcing the date 3 days in advance, giving players a bit of time to prepare for the biggest update in Forsaken. The good news, Noli is basically finished. The team is currently in the testing phase, which is always a strong sign that the update is just around the corner. Testing typically means they're polishing things up and getting everything ready for launch. So stay tuned, the wait might almost be over. Take a look at Nolis intro. And here's Noli's outro. The most important thing about Noli are Noli's abilities, so let's take a deep dive into Noli's abilities. Noli has 3 abilities, starting off with the Void Rush ability. This is Noli's dash ability, and while it might sound similar to the Cool Kid dash at first, it's actually really different. Noli's dash is much faster, and the biggest difference is that he can actually move while dashing, making it a lot more harder to predict. If Noli hits a survivor, he deals 8 damage and immediately gets a second dash. That second dash is even more scarier. If it hits a survivor, it deals around 40 to 50 damage. And yes, the second dash can be activated instantly after the first one hits. The second ability, Implant, this one's much more straightforward, but still really effective. Noli throws a bomb, and when it hits something, it explodes with splash damage. The twist is that the explosion actually pulls survivors towards the center, making it easier for Noli to attack you. The ability deals 15 damage and plays somewhat similarly to Cool Kid's Corrupt Nature ability, but with the added vacuum effect. And the last ability, Observant. This is what really makes Noli unique. First, it allows Noli to teleport directly to a generator. Survivors do get a warning indicator, so it's not completely uncounterable. After teleporting, Noli gains X-ray vision for a few seconds, letting him see survivors all throughout the map. But the wildest part to this ability are the hallucinations. Survivors will hear fake in-game sounds, the in-game timer becomes completely random, and yes, survivors might even see fake versions of Noli walking around. Haitoko actually has a really great description of Noli. Here's how I describe Noli after their third and final rework. Noli is an omnipresent killer, spreading hallucinations to cause survivors to question their surroundings and being able to traverse the map rapidly with observation and Void Rush, being slow without his moves. Noli causes survivors to question what they do. Is that generator real? Are those items on the ground real? Is that Noli across the map real? All while Noli roams the map at a rapid pace. If played without his abilities, Noli is very slow and survivors have many ways to counter him. Noli's music is in a bit of a weird spot right now. It's being confirmed that his main theme is going to be changed, which has definitely caused some confusion. For those who might not know, there is an original Noli theme that's been used in all the current gameplay we've seen so far. Take a listen. But apparently this theme is actually going to be replaced. Right now, it looks like the new theme isn't finished yet. That would explain why the old one is still showing up in the test footage. That said, there's always that slight chance that the developers might decide to keep the current theme after all. So until we hear more, we'll just have to wait and see what Noli's final track ends up being. Another fun part of Forsaken are the voice lines, and yep, Noli has some too. Now, most of these lines are just placeholders, so they probably won't make it to the game at launch, but I still wanted to share them so you can have a feel for what Noli might sound in the final version.
7 minutes. I like it. Do you actually think you can defeat me? Oh, my stomach! Are you kidding? I hate this stupid guy! Sonic, dead, flying, I could totally beat you in 4 minutes. Congratulations, you won!
As you heard, Noli's voice is super glitchy and distorted, which honestly fits him perfectly. It really adds to that eerie, corrupt myth vibe he's known for. I think a lot of us are excited for the upcoming Noli skins, so here's a rundown of all the ones we know about so far. We've got the 4 milestone skins, of course. In the image, you can see how the void crown changes with each milestone. It's a really cool visual evolution. Unfortunately, we still don't know what Noli himself will look like in these skins, but honestly, that just makes it more exciting. It'll be a fun surprise when they drop. Next up, let's move on to the skins that will most likely be in the shop. Lizus, basically a white version of Noli. Lizus was a void cultist who believed in Noli, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the first ever Noli skins they ever worked on. Dignity, one of the coolest Noli skins in my opinion. Dignity was another well-known Roblox exploiter and forum poster, always rocking a void crown. The skin looks amazing and carries a bit of Roblox history with it. The Toolbox, a goofy low-quality version of Noli pulled straight from the Roblox toolbox. It's silly, but that's what makes it great. Perfect for people who like the meme skins. ASPX. This one's really interesting. It goes all the way back to the original Noli game. ASPX was a mysterious figure from that time, a darker metallic red version of Noli. Spice Bush. This skin of course originates from the Limbus Company series. A cool thing about the skin is it's going to have a custom intro. The developers usually add a classic or retro skin for every survivor, so a classic Noli skin is pretty likely too. JX1DX1. We might or might not see this one in game. It was originally supposed to be part of a collab with the Eye as a Faceless ARG, but the permissions were sadly removed. Good news though, the permissions have been granted again, so there's a solid chance that we'll see the skin added. One extra cool addition coming with Noli is his very own map, the Tempest. This map is directly tied to Noli's origin and plays a big part in his myth. Here's some footage of the Tempest in action.
Our Noli map is here. It's coming with Noli. It will come eventually. But yeah.
Just note that everything's
not
finalized.
But it's pretty close. I balanced it to the best of my abilities, I hope. But yeah. I hope you guys think it's really hype. I hope you think it looks cool. It's laggy ass stream, bro. You're probably playing on a hoster.
The Tempest is real.
Heed the call, Wuthering Heights.
Check out that lightning, bro.
Also, wait, Biz, are you fine with that or no?
That's Swindle. That's Swindle from JVC. Be nice.
Okay, yes, that is working at a pizza place. Yes, it is coming soon. I don't know if it's gonna come this update. I would show you, but I think you guys are good with Tempest only.
There was a shame.
Hi Toko, that you can mention that.
Okay, Isaac wanted me to tell you all because, as I said, we do have a lot of collabs in the works.
And that just about wraps up everything we know about Noli so far. From abilities to skins, music to voice lines, Noli's shaping up to be one of the most unique and terrifying creatures we've seen in Forsaken. With the testing phase underway and the developers teasing more info soon, it's only a matter of time before we get to experience him in full. Thanks for watching.